on Guardians of the Realm Season 1. Hey, I'm Frank Myers, your Dungeon Master, and thank you very much for joining us tonight. I think we're going to get dwarfed by the number of viewers watching a ancient World of Warcraft game get re-released, but that's fine. Let them watch 1,000 peeps try to kill one level 1 mob. Anyway, hey, so I'm excited about our game tonight. We're joined by our usual crew of 4. Ash couldn't be with us tonight because she has a new job, so we are still scouting for a new rogue or cleric, if you know of anyone. Anyway, so let's go around and introduce ourselves. We'll start with Hothead.
Hello, I am Hothead, and I play Uldren, the Dragonborn Paladin of Bahamut, who is currently hunting the Cult of the Dragon to avenge my dead wife.
All right, and Sally, tell us about your character and yourself.
Hi, I Sally, and basically I am a pompous hunter who wishes to go ahead and seek revenge on the cult who captured her, hoping to free herself of the psychological baggage from the experience. I play the High Elf Ranger Vivian-Daisy.
Awesome. And Burn, tell us about yourself and your character.
Hey.
Funny man.
Yeah, I'm Burn. Play Carrot, Tribeard, the bard, dwarven bard. He's out and about trying to make the Tribeard name grow in fame, and also still hasn't replied to his mom yet, so I'm still worried about that. Like, it'll be another week.
So are we live? I'm just checking our broadcast.
Yeah, we're live.
Yeah, we're live.
For some reason, it's not coming up on my little phone.
Try
Anyway,
refreshing.
no problem. All right, Squatch, tell us about your new druid you're playing.
Yeah, I am Andrew or Real Squatch, whichever you prefer, and I'm playing the Wild Elf Druid Ranus, who is tasked with keeping the balance of nature.
Which is going to be hard to do when dragons are ravaging the countryside. All right, so a quick recap from where we are. Y'all made a deal with not a devil, but a dragon to find some dragon eggs as you invaded kind of stealthily a Cult of the Dragon's camp after they had raided and destroyed a lot of a village and taken a lot of loot. You did a very good job of infiltrating, and you found the 3 dragon eggs in a cave. You also rescued Leosin, the monk that is kind of a Harper secret agent who is looking for the Cult of the Dragon and trying to find out. He thinks they're up to no good. I know at least 2 of you are supposed to have talked to and found Leosin, so he's kind of like part of your quest chain individually. And then we went to the break of last week's episode when the gigantic blue dragon descended upon you after you escaped the camp in a very horrific and scary way. And before we start, a couple of quick advertisements. Of course, Elderwood Academy, their dices are fantastic. They're one of our sponsors. But I also want to give a plug to Burn. Look, I'm wearing your t-shirt, Burn. He sells shirts. Isn't this cool? So you got the D4. Wait, I got to point the right way. It's opposite on my camera. D4 for the dagger. You have a D6 for the sword. See how it works? This is a cool shirt. I got this from Burn.
I really appreciate it. Thank you. It's burnthegamer.threadless.com.
Yeah, he has all kinds of cool nerdy shirts. So if you love nerdy stuff like I do, and I know you do, you're watching our stream, then pick something up. So, yeah, great. I also know that, Sally, you do commissioned artwork at your site.
Yes,
Plug yourself, Sally. Haha.
Basically, you can go ahead and just email me at ladyfoxheart@gmail.com. I do a bunch of art commissions, either safe for work or not safe for work. Take your pick. But hey, just gotta do whatever I can to go ahead and make money, right?
That's right. And Squatch, you have a number of different sites and things going on, don't you?
I stream at twitch.tv/realsquatch, and I'm going live either tonight or tomorrow morning with Classic WoW.
It's a good thing you're not in right now. I've been watching some streams, and it's literally like 1,000 people trying to kill one level 1 mob. It looks miserable.
Oh, I've had it open for an hour. I'm still waiting in line to even get in.
Yeah, I don't think you're missing much tonight. So it's the classic WoW experience, 100%, right?
Yeah.
And Nick, do you have anything you want to plug, or you just happen to be a college student and streaming Twitch?
Yeah, I actually yesterday, so on Sundays, I stream at twitch.tv/letthegoodtimesroll, and I DM a homebrew 5e game.
Awesome.
Yeah, a lot of fun. We also do Divinity 2, The Original Sin on Thursdays.
Great. So we left off last week with our intrepid heroes being assaulted by a gigantic blue dragon. So the first thing I need is a frightening presence check. So let's make a wisdom saving throw. And I'm going to give each of you advantage because you know this dragon. You're expecting at some point to see it again.
Thank God for advantage. That's a 5.
Ooh.
I said wisdom. What?
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh well, that's gonna be nothing.
Hey, it was a 1.
Well,
Yeah, my highest is going to be 13.
Mine was a 1 too, but I got 11 total normally.
Unnatural 20.
Awesome. So who is under 15?
Me.
Okay.
Me.
So 3 of you, including Leosin the monk you rescued, are cowering at the ground in fear. You're not running off. The dragon's above you. So Squatch, you get the first crack at talking to the dragon. The dragon is clearly very upset. It seems agitated. It just threw its frightening presence at you. The dragon begins with something along the lines of, "Why have you betrayed me? Betrayed me, you have!" And you see ring up a breath, like a really big. You see like little static lightning kind of effects going off in its nostrils, and you kind of feel the hairs on the back of your neck kind of rise as you are fully expecting to get blasted with a gigantic lightning bolt right now.
Is this in common or in Draconic?
He said that in common to y'all because he knows he's intelligent, knows that y'all may not speak Draconic.
Also, someone in chat was saying that our mics might be a little low.
Okay, let's do a mic check then. My mic or y'all's mics or what?
Just some of your mics are kind of low. That's it.
Probably mine. I was sitting away from my mic when I was talking. So
okay.
I might have been a little quiet. My bad.
Yeah, quick mic test for Carrick, for Burn.
I just turned everybody's mics up. I hope they're not too loud now.
All right.
Maybe.
We can.
Exceedingly?
Testing.
Okay.
So those of us feared can't speak.
Well, chat, give us another heads up in a few minutes if it hadn't gotten better, and everybody just try to be louder like I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So the dragon is upset because you've betrayed him, Squatch.
So I'm gonna drop my wild shape, and in Draconic be like, "Whoa, big guy. So what's going on here?" Because I wasn't there when the deal was struck.
Where are my eggs?
Your eggs are in the cave.
Okay, that takes him. He takes a step back. This is a huge hulking dragon, literally yards from your faces. I mean, he takes 2 or 3 steps back and he kind of shakes side to side. You feel the rumble of the ground beneath you. The cave. The cave. What cave?
Just like shakily point towards like the one we just got back from.
The one at the back of the camp, and your, as you put it, bastard son is currently sleeping, not dead. I figured you'd want to handle that.
Okay, so make a deception check that you're lying about, and I will roll a insight check to see if he believes you.
I'm lying?
Oh, I thought y'all killed the... Isn't he dead?
No, we talked about
it. Okay, my bad.
No,
I'm trying to remember the plot line.
I wanted to
2
kill
weeks ago. Yeah.
So
y'all didn't kill his son. Okay, very good.
No.
Thank you for that. All right, so no, don't make any checks. He believes you. Could you have killed him? Could you have killed my son?
Perhaps.
Why did you not? And a big roar of lightning goes off into the night sky, completely illuminating the night that has fallen. So it's horrific. And y'all make another frightening presence check.
Ah, beans. Hey, 15.
9. Wait, with advantage or no?
Yes, y'all get
Okay.
advantage because y'all know that y'all have a reason to be interacting with this dragon.
17.
What? But that doesn't help still. 12.
17 as well.
Yeah,
That's nice.
17 also.
All right,
Hey.
so Sally, your character is cowering on the ground and can't even speak now. You're just
Right.
completely frightened of this. You are assured that you are about to be eaten and devoured by the most majestic creature you've ever put your eyes on. There's nothing like a massive adult dragon right in your face.
The metallics are prettier.
I'm just cowering behind my hat.
Yeah. Okay, so Nick, did you say that to the dragon?
What?
That the metallics are prettier?
No, because we're not.
Okay.
Our characters aren't hearing you.
I'm just making sure that you didn't just say to the blue, arrogant dragon above you that you think metallic dragons are prettier than him. Just throwing that
No,
out. Just
He could probably assume that by my scale. But
You are still painted blue.
oh yeah, I keep forgetting about that.
Well, he knew you before this, though, so he's
Yeah.
seeing right through your.
It's not a good
your
disguise.
No, it's a very weak. You look more like a Smurf than a dragon.
It looked good at first, but I've been fighting and in stressful situations, so I imagine that's been sweat off.
All right, Chad is saying that we're a lot better on the audio, so I think me
Heck
turning
yeah.
up those settings on the stream.
Okay.
We'll go back and kill him!
Well, why don't you just do it?
Again, he takes kind of 2 steps back, kind of like wobbles side to side. He looks frustrated. You get a very strong vibe of frustration off the... Just do
So basically-
what I tell you to do. You are the worst minions ever!
Well, there's not much to argue with that, but we figured you'd like to do the deed. Also, we couldn't carry the eggs out there as large as we are. Nice eggs, by the way.
Oh, so you've seen my children.
Aye,
Are
there
they-
were 3 intact.
3? 3? 3? There's 4! There's 4 eggs! Where's
Well,
the
maybe
4th egg?
There was another room in the back.
What did you find in there?
Well, there was
I
a
don't know.
priestess of some sort setting up residence, but it seems like the bulk of the army will be moving on.
Of course they're moving. I've got guard duty in the morning. I'm supposed to guard them as they move out to the coast or going up the coast. I'm supposed to meet another treasure ship on the coast somewhere. I don't know. That's all I know. I'm supposed to guard them. I don't have time to get my eggs. You can get my eggs.
Well, with your son unconscious, fly down, scorch them, and take back your children.
Why would I scorch my allies? We are doing this for Tiamat. Tiamat will rise. Then your little puny kingdoms will fall.
But I thought you said you were only doing this because you were being blackmailed.
No, I was only... No. I still want my goddess Tiamat to rise. I'm still on their side. This is still Team Tiamat. I was only doing my son's bidding because he has my eggs. He has my 4 eggs.
Well, then just go claim them. Who's going to stop you?
Well, now that I know where they are, I couldn't take them before because if I tried to get them, I was worried he would destroy them or kill them. That's what he threatened. He said that if I made any effort to get the eggs, he would destroy them before I could get to them. And I didn't know where they were, so how could I get them? But now...
Well, he will be sleeping.
Look, we can get on a better foot here. Okay, so y'all are terrible minions, but this is just the beginning of y'all being my minions. So I will guard the passageway for the group tomorrow. When they leave, they can't take my eggs. They're about to hatch. They're within a few days of hatching. You then go in behind them, kill whatever little bit of guards they have behind them, and you bring me my eggs.
Well, that's a pretty good plan, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I will
We'll be
see
better
you
minions.
tomorrow. And there's a gust of air, a massive wind, and then his big leathery blue wings just whoosh, whoosh, and he takes off into the night sky. And you all have that after effect of like a little bit of trembling, a little bit of the adrenaline. You've had one of the most majestic yet horrific experiences of any of your lives. I guess Aldrin, you've come across some dragons before in your time with your wars, but for
Seen
the
many
other,
of them.
yes, the other three of you, there's actually you have to sit down. Your knees and legs feel weak. You've had a experience, and you may want to
Is
talk
he-
about that.
Is he gone? I'm
Yes.
still cowering behind my hat.
Aldrin's just kind of pacing back and forth, and he's like just scraping the paint off of him. He's just like fucking stupid piece of shit. And he's just swearing to himself as he's walking up and down a set path.
You hear whimpering and you hear the phrase liars. Liars. Being whispered out loud.
Like to take a look at where it came from? What?
The monk you rescued, Leosin, who's been quivering on the ground this entire time. I didn't
The
know
shaky metal.
you were working for Linnathon.
Lenathon is
Working
his
for and are being pressured to do as asked. It's two
You
different.
Would
lied
you-
to me.
name. Oh,
You said you
Shema.
did. You lied. You
Listen.
said you were working for us, but you're working with Linnathon, the blue dragon.
Listen to me. Stay your tongue. If not what we did today, hundreds would be lost. I hate this as much as you do, but we're doing what we need to do.
Aye, speaks the truth. We were negotiating to save Greenest as best we could.
I have to agree on that, and in future areas as well.
It was a ploy,
Aye. Good word.
but you saw dragon eggs. You saw actual dragon eggs.
Aye.
Yes, they were as
Yes.
ugly as I expected them to be.
And they were in the caves. Leosin the monk looks very like awestruck right now. All of my study of dragons, all of my knowledge, all of the book, nothing compares to seeing it up close and personal. It was fantastic.
Aye. Well, it's mostly terrifying.
Yes, I agree. Terrifying. You do notice that the monk's pants and breeches are very wet.
Yeah, that's
That's expected.
that's a little weird reaction, honestly, to me. To Nick, I don't know. Seeing
he-
someone revel in that's a quote good person kind of bothers me.
So he said they were going to the coast to take the treasure and meet another treasure ship.
Aye, that's what it sounded like to me.
Yeah, I have to agree on that.
Huh. Because I'd overheard them say something. He seems to be racking his brain like he's trying to remember what they said. I didn't know they were leaving so soon. Are y'all sure they're leaving in the morning? Wait, the dragon just said that too.
Yes, indeed
Oh,
he
I thought
did.
we had more time. We're going to have to hurry. We're going to have to hurry back to Greenest. The timetable's moved up. It's moved up dramatically. He seems very upset and anxious.
Why? What's going on? What's on your mind?
Well, I've been trying to find where they're taking the treasure. Where's the treasure going? Why is it going there? What do you think?
Apparently,
Oh.
they're going to.
All I know is just offerings.
An offering? What kind of offering?
I don't know.
Tiamat?
Like,
They
probably
mentioned
like
Tiamat.
Tiamat this, Tiamat that. Everything's all
Seems
freaking
like they're-
Tiamat. And only thing I wish is just for that goddamn creature just to never be uttered again.
You and me
Well,
both.
that is what we're trying to do. We're trying to stop the cult of the dragon. So here's what I heard. I heard that They're going somewhere either further east than the Gray Cloak Hills, or, and this was confusing, west of the Deseret River, but not both. Does that make any sense to you?
No.
Y'all may want to take some notes and write some of this down.
From Great Cloak Hills to the east, or where to the west?
East, further east than the Gray Cloak Hills, or farther west of the Deseret River, but not both. Let's go to a map. Who likes maps?
Yay, map.
I have a map for y'all somewhere. Well, and I went all the wrong way to get there. Boom! Here we go. Let's zoom in. Alright, so this is... Let me go to my map. There. Y'all can look at the stream. Alright, so y'all are on the Sword Coast map. So y'all are down here. There's Baldur's Gate, which has a new module book coming out in September.
Cool.
Then Greenest is here, somewhere southwest of these southeast of Wood of Sharp Teeth. The green field down in here is where y'all just were for the camp. And what was the clue y'all just got? Y'all got east of what?
Further east of the Great Cloak Hills.
So here's the Great Cloak Hills. The Great Cloak Hills are very far inland. So that doesn't make any sense with what the dragon said with them going to the coast. It's on the edge of this giant desert, the Anarok Desert. So what was the other clue it could be?
The Deseret West?
River. The Deseret River is way up here near Waterdeep. This is the Deseret River. So that's more likely, I think, but I'm not going to tell y'all how to read your clues. Alright, so you're trying to logically figure out where they're going. And that makes more sense too, because y'all did over here. No, I'll say it's in the papers. Y'all haven't read the papers yet. Yeah. Anyway, there's a clue in the papers. Anyway.
Yeah.
Heavy
Alright.
DM hint.
So back to so Lacion the monk really wants to hurry back to Greenest now because he keeps saying over and over again, the timeline's accelerated, the timeline's accelerated.
What kind of timeline do you have? Because I'd like to take a nap if I could.
Just
I've got to let my allies know what's happening. I need to get to Elturel. And looking at the map, Elturel is here. Elturel is a city east of Baldur's Gate on the river Chianathar. So y'all are going to be about here at Greenest. He says he has to get here as fast as he can to Elturel. Is it showing up on the map, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there's Baldur's Gate. There's the River Chianath. There's Elturel. And then on this map, y'all are down here southeast of the Wood of Sharp Teeth. He mentions that the Harpers are working with the Order of the Gauntlet to investigate and stop this cult, and that his connection with the Order of the Gauntlet is a paladin that's there in Elturel waiting to hear. They need to know that the treasure is being moved, and need to know there's a hoard of treasure, and that it's going to be moved through Baldur's Gate up the coast. They need that information right away. But he still hasn't figured out where it's going. Where do y'all think it's going?
Well, let's check the dossier.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that. So I'm going to pull out the paperwork and just begin to read it out loud within our area.
So the paperwork y'all stole from the boss's bedroom, it has quite some information in it. As you spread out the papers in the dark, you notice first that there's just a simple map of the Greenfield area showing the villages that the cult has attacked and looted. There's an arrow is sketched in from the Greenfields towards the west and the town of Baragast on the Trade Way. Let's go back to our picture. So Baragast would be about here, south of Candlekeep. Yeah, we can go, actually there's a better map anyway. Let's flip over to the better map. Lots of people to meet and talk to today. Yeah, this is the map. Okay. There we go. That's better. Can y'all see that good? So, there's Greenest. There's Elturel, where the monk just said that he wants to go to meet his contact. This is Baragost. So, there's an arrow pointing to Baragost and then up to Baldur's Gate in these papers on that map you found. A separate sheet of paper is covered with numerals in columns, and it contains a note. Everything must be freighted north to Naertar. And Naertar is spelled, if you want to write this down, Naerrytar.
Naerrytar.
Naerrytar. Everything
Yeah.
must be freighted north to Naertar. None of you know of a city called Naertar. That doesn't ring any bells. You've never heard of and none of your maps have a city called Naertar. So you would assume that maybe that's a person then. You don't know what it is.
Do I know, just being someone who's familiar with the Draconic world, of any dragons named Natar?
You do not.
Or any draconic entities? Okay.
Nope. Naertar is not ringing a bell to you either. So the note on it continues and says, Resmir allowed us to keep some pearls, a ring, and a handful of small stones. There's some other papers in the dossier, but they seem of less interest. Most of them actually have bad poetry about dragons.
Wait, the rogue has the pearls and the rings and such.
The rogue that's disappeared into the night that you don't know where she is now.
Right.
Well, at least we know they're safe.
At least you know the cult didn't have them.
Drow will be as Drow will be.
Alright, so what do y'all want to do?
Rest.
We would
After-
probably have to
well-
take. We would probably have to take the monk back to Greenest at least.
Oh yeah,
Well-
it's not terribly far from here, right?
Right, you could, a few hours overnight you'll be there.
Okay.
Yeah, give us enough time to rest and continue on with the plan for the next day.
I'd want to try to camp not close to their camp, but
Somewhere
Be
in
within-
between.
be within decent distance so that when they start moving out, we can start moving out.
I see.
So that we
Alright.
don't fall behind and have to try to rush to catch up to them.
I guess as a ploy, we could just say that we're a checkpoint.
What do you mean?
Oh yeah, I guess in our robes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But that's assuming we get caught.
Yeah.
I meant like we camp out closer, like, so if the camp's like just hypothetically north and Greenest is south, I want to be in the middle of those two. I want to be between A and B.
Yeah.
so
I
that
got you.
we're close-ish.
So looking at the
I
map,
mean,
Greenest, the camp is southeast of Greenest, like down in this area.
Beads.
And the map said that they're headed to Baragost and then to Baldur's Gate. And then what the monk wants to try to figure out logically is where they're going from there. So you have... Oh, there was one more clue in there. Because when they mentioned Nader, they mentioned that Nader is north of Daggerford.
North of Daggerford?
Yes, north of Daggerford.
Well, we can assume that it's going north of Daggerford.
And Daggerford is way the F up there. Let's go look at Daggerford.
I'm gonna assume this is some person involved with some dragon up in high mountains or some nonsense.
Alright, so here's Baldur's Gate. So from Baldur's Gate, according to what you know right now, it's going north of Daggerford. Here's north of Daggerford.
Oh jeez.
So north of Daggerford still has a lot of options though. Neverwinter, Waterdeep, everything along the Long Road. The Mere of Dead Men is a swamp area. You have
So
even
the
further, Luskin, Mirabar, the whole spine of the world north. I mean, there's a lot of ground you still don't know where, just because you know it's going north of Daggerford. It did say west of the Desserin River, so that Destrin River is all about like this.
Could you go back to Greenest for me?
I can. The close-up map?
Yeah.
just
No,
Greenest?
just this map will do.
Yeah.
So they're going to Bargas. Is that what it was called? Sorry, I'm terrible with names.
Okay, so the cult, what you believe right now, based on the clues y'all have put together, is that they are leaving in the morning, which is a few hours away now. They're going to travel east to the Coast Way through the town of Baragost, which is around here.
Baragost. Okay, cool.
Baragost. They're going to travel up to Baldur's Gate, and from Baldur's Gate, they're going to make the trip somehow, I guess, to Dragonspear Castle to pick up the tradeway. They're going to go north of Daggerford. That's all. That's as far as you know right now, though. You don't know where they're going north of there, and you need to know. The monk is adamant that we've got to figure out where they're going.
Well, I mean, we believe that priestess is setting up residence. Possibly get the information out of her one way or another.
Yes, there's definitely a few important people staying behind in the Greenfields in the camp. I
So
guess
we can wait. We can wait until they leave, and
Right.
then just infiltrate her living quarters and interrogate her.
and that could
Aye.
kill two birds with one stone. You could
If we can
interrogate
beat
her.
her.
Agreed.
Yeah.
That's
She's a-
assuming we can
yeah.
beat her.
We may want to add a couple of new players to the game before we fight that bitch. Because she is a biatch. I mean, she is a tough nut to crack. But anyway, we digress.
A
Alright.
crack charter notes.
So, Greenest. Y'all ready to move on to Greenest? Any more questions, thoughts before we... I'm not rushing.
I don't know how we get a long rest out of this. If there's a few hours to morning, I think it's either we rest now or we don't get a long rest, and I get to remain at 4 HP. And then we also lose our ability to tag along with the army's movements.
So I don't think we have to go back to Greenest, do we?
He
I don't
wants
think
to go
so
back
either.
to Greenest.
He wants
I
to,
was-
but we don't have to.
I was thinking we can just move out and escort him part of the way there, and then he's a Harper monk, probably handle himself.
Well, he is, though, very badly injured. Even healed. My notes say he's gonna have to actually rest in Greenest for several days before he's even able to make the journey to Eldorol. He's in very bad shape. You actually don't think he would make it to Greenest on his own. Remember, he was riding on the back of your wolf form.
Yeah. That and he was being
a
tortured
cure
earlier.
wounds. A cure wounds can't help him at all.
I mean, he can definitely get hit points back and be in better shape, but it's not a. He's been very badly abused and beaten, and you actually,
Yeah.
Sally, your
I just
character has a
don't-
lot of sympathy right now. You're really on the monk side, that someone that's been abused in captivity, especially considering your backstory. You definitely, your heartstrings are being pulled towards personally escorting the monk back to Greenest. And then you, Byrne, your character wants to join the Harpers. So you have a lot of motivation to want to do what the monk wants to do. But Aldrin and Squatch, those aren't your motivations at all. So y'all are
No.
definitely more along the stay here and let the monk fend for himself.
Because I mean, we got here unassailed. Because there was recently an army walking through, so any stray goblins or animals have probably fled because of massive dragons and and half dragons walking through the area. I
Well,
really
I
don't
mean-
think it's that dangerous.
Me either. I say we just. Well, I mean, I think leaving him here on his own would be a little. I say we-
agree.
I say we take him back. We do our rest, march back. I mean, we have to wait for them to leave before we get back, anyways. Trying to
Well, it's
infiltrate
gonna-
them while they're.
It's going to be morning in a few hours, from what the DM said. A long rest is 8 hours. It'll take us a few hours to get back to Greenest, or a couple.
Okay.
So by the time they leave, we'll probably just be finishing our long rest, still be in Greenest, and then have to travel back out. and have completely missed our window.
No, why don't Vivian and Carrick take him back to the greenest, while Aldrin and I stay here and infiltrate the camp to see what we can learn in the time being.
Well, before we split the party, I just wanted to ask one question, Aldrin. Why would you miss? Why do you think the window's that short? Because the dragon mentioned it would be several days before the eggs hatch, if not a week, and they're gonna stay there waiting for the eggs to hatch.
Oh, I thought they were leaving in the morning.
The 95% of the group is leaving in the morning, but there's going to be a small contingent staying behind, waiting for the eggs to hatch.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why we set up the bedroom, basically.
Yes, that's why you saw one of the leader people moving into the cave, because they're going to hunker down in the cave waiting on the eggs to hatch.
Well, the Harper's goal is to find where they're going.
Yes.
And what I was getting at is that if we don't see where they're going, and if we do wait, then
Well, we have the paperwork to try to make an
we're at a
argument.
disadvantage. We're at a disadvantage.
All right.
It wouldn't be as sound.
So I guess our main goal should probably just take the monk to greenest, and we have about a few days' time just to go ahead and do what the dragon wants us to do.
I mean, I want to get that done as soon as possible.
The only real hitch is we didn't kill the sun, and when he gets unbound and readied,
It's going to take him a while to get out of those cuffs.
All right. Another thing is you doubt the sun would leave the eggs. So if the eggs are staying,
That's
you would
true.
expect the sun would stay.
and maybe
Yeah.
reprimanded by the. Ooh, they'd know we're coming though.
Yeah.
I should we go rest and then we surprise them in the morning, or by the next.
And let's also
Like, at
talk
least-
travel times. It's a
Yeah.
good 10-day trip just for them to get to Baldur's Gate, if not longer. It could take, I mean, a caravan with that size, with that much loaded down in their wagons. These are hundreds of miles. I mean, this is a long
That
trip.
makes sense. In my head, this was
Yeah.
a lot more dire than it is.
Yeah.
My bad.
That's
Sorry.
all I wanted to do. I wanted to communicate better than I was doing what the situation
I wish.
is. I don't
It
know.
was more me
Wait.
misunderstanding the situation, honestly.
And I wish I knew there was a way for me to go ahead and send a message to my, I guess to the rest of my guards, the group that I am stationed in with Baldur's Gate, let them know that there's some people coming in. Like
If
warn
only-
them.
Send
If-
the raven.
If only one of us were Carrick's mom, that has.
I know, right?
Had a
She has
sending
excellent
spell.
coverage.
Yeah.
Because like give them a heads up, like, hey, some bad shit's going on. People about team up, wanting to resurrect it, and all that kind of jazz. Keep
Well,
on the
mayhaps we
good
can get them.
lookout.
Well, perhaps in Greenest we can start sending out our own letters and communiques so that they would know what's up. We have a dossier that no one else has.
Hopefully,
Yeah,
someone there knows sending.
Yeah, and maybe the names.
that
will
high
ring a
level,
bell.
that cleric,
That priest.
Shantae that we helped.
Aye.
Yeah, maybe.
They
Hopefully.
claim how powerful they are. So if
What's her face's
they're
brother?
not-
He owes us.
He
Yeah.
does. That's true.
Maybe even give us enough. Hopefully, even with that message, we can even buy ourselves some more time.
Yeah, and then with the Harpers and the Order of the Gauntlet playing interference, we'll be able to catch up to them and do what we need to do as
There
we
you
see.
Awesome. Okay, that's a solid plan. That's a good plan. I
Okay.
like that plan.
Yeah.
So the few-hour trip back to Greenest is uneventful, if not exhausting. The monk has lots to say about the cult. He won't shut up, but it's all stuff that you pretty much already have figured out, I think. But I'll go over some of the stuff he talks about. That the kobolds are treated like second-class citizens. Duh, right? Here's is interesting. They have a team of hunters that are bringing in antelope and other large game by feeding off the grasslands to feed the camp. He saw some of the extra meat being taken into the caves, but he doesn't know what that was for. So, they've been raiding a multitude of villages to collect treasure. Greenest was the closest target to the camp and also the biggest of the towns they've attacked, and the most profitable. There's a lot of treasure that is Greenest that's going to be on its way in the morning to Baldur's Gate. He doesn't know what was in the cave. Y'all solved that for him. He didn't know about the dragon eggs. Y'all solved that for him. He did see the half blue dragon Sinarath a few times, and he's confused as to. He's both confused but also impressed that y'all didn't kill him, because that's not really the Harper way to murder. So.
Well, he did spare me once.
Do you tell him that story? He wasn't there for that.
Oh yeah, I'd definitely tell him the story. Like, we lost a friend, but he did spare me. I felt a little, not too bad that we beat him.
Cool.
I was assuming. Aldrin would say that he was assuming how spiteful chromatics usually are, that he was just going to kill his son, and would be grateful that we left him.
I wanted to do it, but everyone said no. So,
man, hindsight's 20/20.
Sounds like you were right, Sally, from the dragon's reaction.
right
Yes.
after like nearly pissing my pants of how terrifying that dragon was, yeah, I really wish I did.
Okay.
Just
So back in Greenest, the whole keep is awoken in the middle of the night by y'all's arrival. As you can see, all the fires have been put out in the village. You see definitely the beginnings of a little bit of repair work. There's a lot of new graves that have been dug around the village. It's definitely, there's a smell in the air that you don't like. You're not sure what it is. Perhaps it smells like food that's gone bad, perhaps. There's definitely an aura, even at night, of kind of a spooky, haunted house feel to the whole town of Greenest now.
yeah, just ruins, battled barn.
Yeah, for sure.
Probably burning bodies to get rid of them. Who knows?
The first person y'all come across, going to our pictures, is that dwarf Escobar that runs the place. He meets
Escobar
y'all.
the Red.
Yes, this guy.
Thank you, Escobar.
Yeah. I can't believe you survived. You're alive. And who is this? He looks down at the monk, who he's never met.
This is Leeson.
Is the governor
We found
here?
him.
Leeson asks. I need to see the governor right away. Escobar's like, no, we're not going to wake up the governor. Oh, he needs his sleep. He needs his crazy sleep.
Well, so do we, but we haven't been given many.
Yeah. We have urgent business. We got to go ahead and get things done as soon as we can. No time needs to waste.
His beauty sleep can wait. This is important.
No, the dwarf who seriously looks disgruntled and frustrated. You don't understand me. The governor has lost it. He's lost his mind. He's crazy, I say, crazy.
What has happened while we were gone?
He wants to attack the cult. He wants to take what guards we have left, and now that you're here, he'll want to take you as well, and he'll want to attack the cult. Head on. Like he's some mad general from history, some great heroic, legendary figure. He's going to attack. It's ridiculous.
And he's gonna lose. I'd have to agree with that, but
Well, maybe when we inform him of the overwhelming odds, he will change his tune.
Promise
if not-
me
And
one
if not,
thing.
then maybe he is unfit to lead.
Ah, you said it, not me. But I've been thinking it. Can you help me overthrow the governor?
Well, that's a little dramatic.
It is dramatic. I agree, it's dramatic. But that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to kill the rest of us.
Well, perhaps we should.
Once we get a nap, I would feel much more confident about the situation.
I only need 4 hours.
We've had a very long
Maybe a chance
long
to.
day.
Very long day, night. How long have we been gone? Oh my god.
I still have paint underneath my scales that I need to get out. Ugh.
Okay. So he escorts y'all into the same room where they did the triage before, where you had the cots with the wounded people, and you each do get a cot, and you're able to do a long rest.
Oh, Finally.
Long rest.
Thank the gods.
Can we spend gold at this point?
There's actually not really a merchant
I
kind
couldn't
of
assume.
economy right now since the attack. You
Okay.
definitely could seek out the Duke. He would be the closest person that you know in the town that maybe could sell you anything. But this is like any
Okay.
town after like a hurricane's hit. I mean, you're hoping
Right.
there's not looters at this point.
Don't you just need armor and stuff? There's plenty of guards that perished.
Well, you
Yeah, I
do
was
notice
just
that stacks of armor and weapons in the keep.
1 second, I'm using the restroom, but I'll be back super fast.
No problem.
Continue.
I just wondered if I could upgrade the scale mail with what's around here. Medium.
I'll probably just get more arrows.
Well, you bring up a good point because I think the governor owes y'all some money.
That's true.
Didn't he not offer y'all rewards?
That is very true.
I think you're each going to get at least 150 gold pieces. Because aren't y'all level 3 by now? In Adventure League rules, which we're playing Adventure League for
Yep.
the audience at home, which
Yeah.
is a wonderful way to play D&D. It lets you take your characters to any other Adventure League game. As long as you've been playing and logging them, you're able to take your character and play at conventions. For example, while we're doing a commercial break, I'm going to be at Dragon Con this weekend in Atlanta. I'll be dungeon mastering some Adventure League tables Friday night and also, I think, Sunday morning. I'll be playing in the Epic Saturday and in the D&D Open on, I think that's Sunday, one of the two. But yeah, if you're going to be at Dragon Con this weekend, please find me in the Adventure League dungeon mastering area, and I'd love to talk to you and talk about the stream and just meet you. I can't wait. I'm going to meet so many great people this weekend at Dragon Con. I'm really excited about it. So, anyway. So yes, under the Adventure League rules, y'all get 75 gold pieces a level. You're now level 3, so you each should have 150 gold pieces, which we are saying is the reward the governor is going to bring into you when y'all wake up from your long rest.
Alright, so about 150 gained.
No, 150
No.
total.
150 total.
Well,
Yeah,
150
that's what
more
I-
from whatever you already had.
Oh, whoa. Okay.
So
Yeah.
so we gained 150.
You
Cool.
gained,
Wow.
right, 75 for level 2, 75 for level 3. So your 150 gold piece reward is brought in by the governor, and he's very happy to do it. We have so much more to do here, gentlemen. We have so much more to do here. To arms, we are saying. To arms!
Oh yeah, to arms. About that, can I buy some armor?
Look about the keep. We're going to put every possible man and fighting woman into the best armor and weapons we have, and we're going to ride out, and we're going to strike back against these bastards, and we're going to kill them, and we're going to return our treasures to us, and we're going to return our town to our glory and safety. No one does this to us.
Well, Governor, there's a slight issue with your plan. Your lack of information, for one. We know that there are over 200 soldiers in the army of the cult. We also know they have a dragon that sieged your entire town when you had your full forces. Now, thinking that you could charge with, no offense, the measly amount of soldiers you have here, in succeeding, is madness. Absolute. I have seen commanders that have gone mad after a loss and have led desperate charges, and many lives are lost for someone's pride and glory. We will not allow that to happen here.
But don't you know that one man's madness is just another man's bravery? And I know something that you don't know, or you would be enthusiastic about my plan to ride out. No, we are not going to attack them at their camp. They're leaving their camp. They're on the road to Baldur's Gate. We're going to ambush them. Ha ha! Now doesn't the plan sound better?
Yes, I knew that, and your plan does not sound better. With an ambush, yes, you would be successful in taking out more, but you'd be quickly overwhelmed. very
I've
quickly
been
overwhelmed.
interrogating my prisoners, and I know they're going north from Baldur's Gate. They're taking their treasure up the coast. They're
Yes,
going,
we know.
Yes.
Aye.
And
and hold on, he has a clue. They're going
And-
somewhere south of the Troll Bark Forest.
Hmm.
Shall we go back to our map?
yeah. They're going to where again?
Somewhere
Troll
south
Bark
of the
Forest.
Troll Bark Forest is what he.
The Trollbark Forest.
Let's just go to our pictures of the maps. Alright, so what clues do y'all have so far?
Naratar, whatever Rezmir means, and south of the Trollbark Forest.
Oh,
And we know
wait,
they're not going
I
any
read
further.
that wrong. It should be south of the Sword Mountains. Sorry.
Also, I'm gonna switch to push your talk.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so
Sword
zooming in on our map. So, you know they're going north of Daggerford.
Uh-huh.
You
Oh,
know they're going
south.
west
shoot.
of the Desert River. And they're going south of the Sword Mountains. So, where are they going?
I think it's south of the Sword Mountains.
Yes.
Either Waterdeep or Amphail.
There we go. So that's probably a very good guess about what the cult is doing. Good job
man,
putting the
that,
clues together.
that dragon's gonna be really sad when he realizes he can't get very close to Waterdeep.
Yeah. The dragon. Oh, by the way, explaining your interaction with the dragon better. He only made it sound like his job is to escort them to Baldur's Gate. He didn't sound like he was accompanying them from Baldur's Gate. Because that's when he said he was going to come back and get his eggs. I have to get them to Baldur's Gate, and then I will come find you to get my eggs. Is what he said specifically.
See.
So Leosin is immediately, aha, Waterdeep. This is even more important that I get to Elturel. I've got to see Anthar Froom. He's the Paladin of Torm, who is the Order of the Gauntlets connection. I've got to get to him and tell him that they're going to Waterdeep.
May we see, what is it? I didn't actually write it down.
What you want?
Danica's brother.
Yes. You very well can see them.
But
This
they
guy.
may be able to assist us in informing people of our current situation. Also, do we have hawks, pigeons, ravens, something that can deliver messages long range, or runners?
The person who handled those kind of messages was murdered in the attack on the town, and their stock of pigeons is been freed. You hope, not eaten.
Yeah. Well, do we have any horses left? No, probably.
There's some horses, yeah, not a lot, but enough for a small party such as yourself.
Ugh. Yes, but Danica's brother.
Yes.
That is our first priority.
So the governor, though, before you leave the keep to go find Danica's brother, the governor wants to know if you will lead the attack, the ambush.
No. We're going to discuss this later, but we have more important matters. You're not leading a suicide charge.
The Danica's brother's name is Eden, E-A-D-Y.
Eden. Okay.
Eden Falcon Moon.
Oh, that's such a cool last name. What the heck?
Right?
Okay. Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome.
So at the chapel, you find a welcoming party for you. For not only is Eden there, not only is Danica there, but the Duke is there as well. And surprising from what you remember from their contentious relationships. They all seem very happy and very eager to see you, and everyone seems to be getting along and singing kumbaya and giving them each, platonic hugs of happiness.
Well, I'm glad to see that tragedy has brought some happiness this time around.
It just has made our trivial differences and our prejudices seem so insignificant. So
Awesome.
I'm so
Good.
sorry
Right.
that my guard died in the attack, but I have you four I can hire. I have a job offer for the four of you, the Duke. The Duke. He calls himself the Duke. The Duke says,
Uh-huh.
you four need to put down roots here with us in Greenest. There's so much to do. We have a mill to rebuild. We have a church to rebuild. We have a city to grow from this village. We could be such a wonderful emerald of the green fields here. Won't you four take employment, take an investment? Don't you want to be rich yourselves? Stay here in Greenest with us. And the two cleric people seem to be very much like, yes, this is wonderful. They kind of pat you on the back, and they're like, yes, stay with us. Serve Chantel, our goddess, and let's build this back to where even to greater heights than it ever was before.
I serve the Platinum Dragon, unfortunately. But
That's
we
no
have
impediment. That's
more
no
pressing
obstacle.
matters.
Please,
No,
stay with
I-
us here in Greenest.
we have more pressing matters to attend to.
Aye,
While helping rebuild is something I would be interested in if we did not have such a greater threat that we must attend to, I would gladly stay and help rebuild. But unfortunately, we do have other things. Now, Eden,
Well, the Duke interrupts
you-
you. Because he seems even more concerned that you called something a greater threat. What, the old man, what do you mean, a greater threat? What is this, son?
Look-
Speak up, you little dragon man.
I am not little, I'm much taller than you. But anyways, the cult still exists. The army still walks. And as long as they walk, nowhere is safe.
Are they returning?
They're not returning to Greenest, no.
Ah, wonderful. Then let them be someone else's problem. Let's rebuild. Take employment. You will be rich beyond your wildest dreams and safe. No more of this fighting. You can be happy.
I'm rich enough already. We got other things we got to do already.
Aye, even though Greenest may be safe, other towns of similar size and lack of defenses. Let's be let's be forward about it. Could be in trouble. We'd like to be ahead of the horde before they make it to wherever they're.
So we can possibly fortify the next poor civilization that's going to be scorched.
Aye, those little kobolds that picked a fight.
They are more formidable than you'd think,
So Eden,
in large numbers.
Eden, realizing that y'all are not going to settle down and put down roots with them here in Greenest, while appearing disappointed, he is returning to his kind of place as the patriarch of the church and the figure that he is. What did you need from us?
Do you have the ability to contact others from far distances?
Oh, you mean like a sending spell? Of course, I can cast one sending spell per day.
Fantastic. Amazing. That actually makes this a lot
Well, we
easier.
have a couple.
Yeah.
So you'll have
We
to.
do have a
you'll have to
couple
choose.
days.
So he's
Then
going to
who
give
should we
y'all.
call?
He's going to give y'all a moment to talk amongst yourselves because there's only one sending spell that he can do. So y'all have to figure it out. And don't forget, Burn, your mama wants to talk to you about your missing brother. I'll be right back while y'all talk it out.
I think, no offense, Carrick, informing the people of Baldur's Gate that
I
trouble is
agree.
arriving is
I should
important.
probably send a message to the chief in Boulder's Gate there. So
Chief?
don't know Yeah,
Right.
for
Well,
the
we
guards,
also
let
have.
people know.
Oh.
Like
Well, we
I'm
also
just a
have.
detective.
Yeah, we have Leeson who may have a contact in the Harpers there who could spread to everyone if need be.
No, that's true. I guess the Hoppers would be a more widespread message, but
Aye,
Baldur's
that's
Gate is
part of
more
their.
shtick.
The Harpers are everywhere. Let them know so we can go ahead and cover ground everywhere. Maybe if we can cover some of that ground, that word will travel fast, and it'll probably also make it into Baldur's Gate as well.
That's
Aye.
fair. All right. So a message to the Hoppers then. And I still think if we could find a particularly brave soldier, one who's nimble, send him as a rider ahead of everyone else to Baldur's Gate
Much better.
as a bit of a scout. But that seems a little far-fetched.
Can't you message
we
someone
we
who
could
might
also
also
use
have
the
sending spells?
message someone with sending so that they can send more people sending spells. That makes sense.
It's a
But we don't
creative
know
problem
anyone else that
solving.
does so.
Problem solving. Street smarts.
Okay, so how are you going to get the word out?
I believe we have a basic idea.
All right, what's your plan?
Could we petition Leeson? Maybe he has a contact already at Baldur's Gate with the Harpers, and then have the information filter from there.
What? So what do you want? What information are you wanting to get out?
About the
The invading forces.
just kind of
Invading
everything.
forces, where they're going to, what areas they are passing through as well, and it'll probably alert the people who reside in that area to at least like be on guard, maybe.
Okay, that's the information that he needs to get to Ontharr Froom, the Paladin of Torm, who's a member of the Order of the Gauntlet in the town of Elturel. And as soon as he's rested well enough, he's going to, in a few days, start his journey, which will take about a week, to get to Elturel.
Well, then maybe your captain in Baldur's Gate would be a better, since that's going to be taken care of.
Say again?
Perhaps didn't you say you had a contact at Baldur's Gate?
He
Since
does,
that's the
right.
next
He's a
point.
member of the City Guard, the mercenaries that guard Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, I think that would be better use of the sending spell then, so that they're prepared.
Sorry, she is.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So I'll probably go ahead and send a message to probably the chief of the guards there, or like the head guard. Let him know that it's coming from Detective Belladonna, and letting him know of what is headed towards their general direction.
Okay. It's going to take them, I think it's like 2 weeks to 3, or maybe even 4 weeks to get there. So I don't know that it's urgent that you send that message this moment, today, but you can, if that's what you want to do, with your one sending spell today.
Gives them enough time to recruit more forces if needed as well.
Yeah. Sooner the better in most of these situations.
Okay.
So
So
I would say probably write down something of a list of things so we know exactly what to say, and
Right.
and let them know as carefully, because doesn't sending only allow you to give like a certain amount of words or something?
it's either 25 or 50. I'm going to look real quick.
Should be 25.
Yeah, I think it's 25 words.
Yeah,
What
so then
25 words are you? And yeah, sending to your captain's great. What do you want to send to your captain? What 25 words?
yeah, so we'll go ahead and probably just write it down first or something so we know exactly what to say.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you'll be the one handling that because you're the one who knows him.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like, I don't want to leave anything out, so please do let me know what to write down. I put it in the Discord chat or something.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Or in the stream chat in Twitch. Our viewers can draft it.
Hey.
Also true.
So, while you're drafting that, let's do the message from your mother, Burn. Another sending spell
Certainly.
comes in from your mother.
Oh boy.
Uh,
And basically, your mother's message is very grim about your brother. She says that your brother was in a delegation traveling from Mirabar to Waterdeep, and the delegation was ambushed and everyone is missing from the delegation. Can you come help find him? So going back to the map.
that's actually not too far from where we're possibly going.
So here's Waterdeep. Way up here is Mirabar. So your brother, according to the sending spell from your mother, was traveling on this, the long road, and somewhere along the way to Waterdeep with this delegation, they were ambushed somehow, and your brother's missing. And she wants you to come now. So, and even looking at with these distances, if your little group set off with horses, just not as a caravan, just to travel quickly, you're still looking at 30, 35 days, depending on the travel, to get there.
Well, I will reply with, I'm at least several 10 days away, but I'll check on it as soon as I'm in the area. We'll be near there soon.
Okay. So there's the map on the pick. Better. There's Mirabar. There's the long road. There's Waterdeep. Somewhere on this long road, one of the Tribeard dwarfs has gone missing with an important delegation. That sucks, dude. Sorry about your brother.
Yep. Carrot goes to drinking. I'm sure there's some Shantae wine somewhere nearby.
All right, so back to Sally. Did she come up with what she's going to say? To the captain of the guard at Baldur's Gate? Are you on push to talk?
I keep forgetting about that. Sorry.
Okay, I was wondering what. I think she's talking, but I don't hear her, so.
Yeah. So basically, I came up with a little something. I'm just now waiting for the rest of the party to agree if that's what we need, or add, or remove, or something.
I'd probably mention Tiamat by name. That might stir some britches.
Yeah. Also mention that they have their like time. Their what is that? Their
Some distance.
Time frame. The time frame they have.
What was the time frame again?
We can assume.
You would assume it's going to be at least 2 to 3 weeks for them to get there. There's not really good road. I mean, there's some good roads, but it's not great. It's going to take a while. I can look up the specific time while y'all are talking.
Yeah, so I think that's plenty enough.
I mean, we could even drop kobolds and cultists, and that'll save us a couple of words. Or just let them know that they do have a dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, also their motivation that they're gathering as much stray treasure as they
can, probably to please the Dragon Queen.
So it says that on horseback, you can travel the 200 miles from Greenest to Etterel in about 6 days. So that's what the monk's going to do when he's rested up in a few days. He's going to head to Etterel.
How's this?
Go ahead.
Oh no, like I posted it in the chat. So like, how does that sound?
gases. Looks good to me.
Say arriving in 2 weeks as well.
Right.
Because
I would expect it to be about 2
letting
weeks.
them know how much time they have is probably good. So they can assemble as many people as they need.
Okay, so the sending message goes off, and you get a message back that message received. We will be on the lookout for this cult of the dragon.
Nice.
Yeah. So I sent up, this is Detective Belladonna, Cult of the Dragon, arriving in 2 weeks, wish to revive Tiamat, and they have a dragon. Beyond.
So back to the keep. Leosin desperately does want you to go back to the camp and get the dragon eggs. He says, after all you've done already for me personally and for the people of Greenest, I hate to ask you for one more thing. But the need is great, and I dare to hope that you will aid us this one more time. Will you
Speak your
please
mind.
return to the cultist camp and steal Linathan's eggs? You know your way around it now, and as a large body of them are marching away, you'll have a chance to get into the camp and get the eggs. Of course, I don't recommend letting yourself get captured, he adds with a wry smile. And then bring the eggs to me in Esterel.
What?
We have an issue with that last bit.
You see, there will be a very angry dragon attempting to kill us the entire way there.
Yeah, you know,
Surely
that
you
big
can
guy.
hide from a dragon.
No.
Oh, you
They
can.
are very hard to hide from.
The dragon
I
doesn't
speak
know
from
you're going to
experience.
Esterel.
No, but it will assume that in the few days it gave us, as soon as we're not there, it's either going to come to Greenest and take out its frustrations here, or come try to find us.
Well, I cannot compel you to do the right thing. I don't know why you're in league with this evil dragon. I don't know if we should trust you after all. The monk is very frustrated with y'all for not.
Because we don't want to freaking die.
No, I'm less worried about that. I'm worried about the people of Greenest. This agreement was made with their interest in mind. Without this deal, they died. So, if we go against this deal, what's stopping him from just returning here and scorching it again?
And evil as he may be, we did make a promise.
Well, it's a good thing that you brought up promises, my good dwarven friend. If you have any hope, and I think you should have hope, of becoming a harper, you will bring me these eggs.
Ooh.
Oh.
Leverage, see?
Well, that's very, very noble of you. Blackmailing someone who would be potentially joining your order.
No, it's not blackmailing. It's filtering. Someone who would be a Harper agent, an agent for good in the world, would not be really in league with a dragon.
So you would let hundreds of people die?
I don't accept your premise. A dragon is going to kill what a dragon is going to kill. But if we could get these eggs, study them, kill them before they become 3 more dragons in the world, or bring them to the council meeting. We're going to have a council meeting. I'll bring them to the council meeting and let the council decide what to do with them. What I don't want them to be is out in the world being raised by an evil dragon in the desert. To have 3 more of these dragons as fierce as Linathan out in the world.
Yeah, well, the dragon exactly knows where we're all at, and if we do decide to go ahead and kill those dragon eggs, we got one pissed off dragon who will not stop until we are all dead. So us four measly people against one giant freaking dragon, I don't see an odd of we're winning on either end.
Also, you forget there is a mother.
I am not going to I'm not going to have patience with your cowardice. Fine,
Then
you
go
make your
get them
own
yourself.
decisions. Make your own decisions. But if you want to be a hopper, you'll bring me those eggs. And he storms out of the room.
Certainly. Ah, don't worry about it. If most of the Harpers act like him, I don't want to join the order anyway.
That's fair.
You're a good man, Carrick. Good man.
But you are worried about your brother.
Yeah,
Because your conscience is weighing on you right now. Because you're looking at a day, maybe 2 days, just to go to get the eggs and back. And that's 2 days you don't think that your brothers may have. You have an urge. You can resist the urge, but you have an urge to rush to Waterdeep to look for your brother.
So what is
Well,
the plan, guys?
Well, we also have to talk down a maniac before we go and get some eggs.
I don't know if we have so much to talk him down as much as we have to talk everyone who'd go with him down.
It's a good problem solving
I
there.
don't- That's a good point.
He is
I don't think
rallying
it'll
the
be too
troops
hot.
as we speak. It's now mid-morning
say-
and he's rallying the troops.
I say we just sow a couple of rumors and tell a little truth and allow the foot soldiers, the little footpads, to make the decision.
Oh, well, I could go to where he is rallying and just shout louder.
Or not. That hasn't
not.
worked out so well for us before.
No, let's make some
it's worked out
persuasion
fine.
checks. Yeah, because there's about 15 guards that are about to go off and try to ambush a Cult of the Dragon caravan.
Or I guess we could just walk into the crowd of gods and talk to them.
Exactly.
You can. Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Is there any way to hunt down, like maybe do an insight check on like the most timid of the plan and start with him?
You can definitely talk to the guards in that group. They're in a group. They're preparing. They're like out in the. They have a few horses. They have men. They're like getting their weapons. They're tightening down their belts and all their strappings, and you can tell that they're about to ride out and try to attack the Cult of the Dragon.
Would you like to handle this, Carrick?
I believe we may need to do a little performance. Vivian, would you say that you know roughly what numbers that we saw back at the camp?
You kind of got cut out for a while.
No,
Oh,
I heard
I'm
him.
sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I'd say Vivian, do you believe you might have a square on the numbers of soldiers that we saw back at the cult camp?
Honestly, I have no idea on how many there is.
200.
Would you be okay with lying and saying there were thousands?
Definitely.
All right, so let's go have a conversation at what we saw near the soldiers. Pad up the numbers a little bit and maybe persuade them otherwise.
There's a lot of cultists. There's a lot of kobolds. All of them want to bring back Tiamat. Too many to.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you say
I'd say
thousands?
there was probably about 500 kobolds, 2 or 3 of the magic users, a large dragon, the same one that tore down the keep, a couple hundred soldiers, a couple hundred wagons, quite the horde.
So there's definitely one guard who's having a very shocked reaction to what you're saying. You see 2 or 3 more, he's a younger guard. 2 or 3 more mature, older guards, though, are kind of like scrunching down. They have like a little bit of a furrowed brow. They're kind of side-eyeing each other, kind of looking around. And finally, one of the kind of leaders of the group says, "You saw that many?"
Oh yes, if we weren't dressed and disguised as them, I'm pretty sure we would have been lost. They are kind of dumb, but boy, we took some licks. Look at our dragon friend here.
And the young one, the wide-eyed, and wasn't there a dragon still?
Oh, the
Oh,
very
yeah.
same one.
In
The
fact, I
blue
suspect
one,
he'll be
very
with
pissed
them
and
the
angry.
entire time.
The blue with the lightning! The blue with the lightning! And he kind of like turns and he heads out. He's not going.
Oh no. Good. You're smart. Your friends would be intelligent to follow you.
Well, the desired effect you wanted is achieved. The guards are kind of breaking off in twos and threes. We're whispering and talking to each other, and the governor on the kind of up on the top of the wall on the battlements. He looks back. Wait! And he tries to stop them. You see Escobar the dwarf kind of laughing into a beer mug off in the corner in the shadows. And he comes over, the dwarf ambles over to you and says, "Okay, which of you wants to be the governor?"
I'm sorry. What the?
Well, I'm a bit busy at the moment, but I think you should.
You would be the one who's here. So.
Oh, I'm not the leader type. No. Don't be silly, you dragon. No, one of you four. Our fearless leaders that have saved us and show such promise of intelligence. I will lift you up as the governor, and we'll throw that crazy man out of our village.
I appreciate the sentiment, but once again, we are still going to be hunting this cult. We cannot stay.
I mean, if I were to pick anyone, I think Rannis would probably be my pick.
Honestly, he's very steadfast.
You're not staying?
We cannot. We have other jobs and other tasks we must attend to.
But didn't the Duke make his offer to you?
He did. It was not a very compelling offer, all things considered.
Well,
Man, I'm a
beyond your
detective
wildest
on Baldur's Gate.
imagination.
I can't stay.
Yes, you can stay here. This is a wonderful place. You will
don't
be
disagree.
happy here. We will find you women, men, anything you want to stay.
Sorry, already rich. Got it.
I had a woman, and this is who I'm fighting for.
We don't get a lot of dwarfs. Stay with me, my dwarven friend. We will rule together.
Well, I have lots of brothers and sisters. I'll send another triberd this way. Until we meet again.
Indeed.
He sulks off, incredibly disappointed. And you see kind of like the wind leave his sails. Like his enthusiasm for rebellion seems to be waning. But at
I will
least
make a
you
visit.
saved all those men from being massacred by the dragon and the cult of the dragon. So you've done something heroic without even swinging a sword.
Those are the best moments of all.
Yeah. Alright. So, what are y'all doing?
To the cave?
Yep. I believe
Back to the cave.
To the cave.
Back to
Leosin
the cave
runs and
again.
stops you. I have news! It could change everything. I have news.
Yes.
I've just discovered that one of my best friends is missing. I need to go find him. I'm in no condition to travel. Will you take me to Ethereal first, and then go get the eggs, please?
The eggs are on the way.
No, take me to Ethereal first. Then you can go try to get the eggs. If they haven't hatched yet. Remember,
Not
'cause
happening.
Leosin is he's too weak to travel by himself.
Well, look, I have a brother that I'd like to get to, but we have these eggs to take care of, and you can wait until we come back. Honestly.
Oh, Bruldathar. Bruldathar. My best friend. You recognize that as a dwarven name, by the way, of course. Bruldathar.
I am very sorry for your friend, but many friends, many loves, many have been lost in this situation, and we're trying our best to prevent more of that.
But we could get to him near Waterdeep before the cult gets there anyway. We have time. It's going to take them months to get to Waterdeep. We could go now and save my friend.
It will take them weeks.
Well, actually, it's at least 2 months to go from Baldur's Gate to Waterdeep in a caravan. It's going to take them 2 weeks to get to Baldur's Gate. So you are looking at, it could be up to 3 months from now before this caravan makes it to Waterdeep. So you have plenty of time for other adventures.
I would like it to stop at Baldur's Gate. If
I
possible.
see. That's fine. No, let's do it. Yeah. Don't let me railroad you.
I don't need to. I mean, that's just Aldrin. Everyone else. Also, I see in chat someone suggesting keeping the eggs for ourselves. Oh boy.
How about some breakfast, everybody?
Trying to raise.
You could try to raise some blue dragons. Because is a dragon innately evil? Is it environment? Or is it genetics?
I can't say the cadre has raised many chromatics, so I can't speak from experience.
So Leothorn tries to convince you to go with him to Elturel now by explaining that Brutalthar is a Harper Shield Dwarf historian who is a member of a delegation who is transporting his collection of manuscripts to Waterdeep. And they were besieged by, and then this gets your attention, Sally, a cult of fire.
Lots of cults running around. Sounds like Brutalthar might be taken care of when I go seek my brother, actually. That's the same area where we've gotten a bit of news from.
What is your news? What is your news? You didn't tell me you had news. What is your news?
Oh, I have a brother who's gone missing, who was with a delegation heading from Mirabar to Waterdeep.
That's the same one that my friend was in. We must go now, for your brother's sake. Let us go save your brother and save my friend.
We shall. Just give us a couple hours.
The cult of Eternal Flame will not give them a couple of hours.
Well, the cult of the dragon won't give us a couple hours.
Hold the phone. Did you say cult of the Eternal Flame?
That's who we think attacked the caravan or the delegation and kidnapped my friend. And it sounds like Carrick's brother.
I cannot express to you enough, friend, that this dragon is going to torch Greenest if we do not get these eggs.
And trust me, my concern's with my brother.
It doesn't seem to be. If your brother's been kidnapped by the cult of the Eternal Flame, you would be going today with me, to save him.
Well, he is a tribeard, so he can handle himself, I think.
That is kind of true. Yeah, that's kind of true.
I am not 100% sure. I know exactly what the cult has done. They are very ruthless people.
Well, I mean, the fire hurts in it.
They were talking over.
They are some very ruthless people. I don't even know if your brother could even stand a chance against them. I was lucky enough to get out of there alive.
You know something of the cult of the Eternal Flame? Speak! Speak, woman!
I was a slave for them for several weeks before I made my escape. I now seek revenge against them to go ahead and undo this nightmare that I suffer every single day of my life.
So forget these eggs! Come with me, and let's go save your brother and stop.
I want to, but there's a dragon here! I'm pretty sure that dragon is top priority at this moment. The call of the flame can wait.
He storms off angrily. I will go without you, he yells. Neesom! Neesom! He starts yelling for someone named Neesom.
Well, don't worry, Vivian. I believe we can take care of the cult. Several cults, apparently, are.
Goodness.
Trying times, my friends. Trying times.
One thing first. Let's get this job done so we can go ahead and make our way to that area, get that stuff done, and then we can all just go home, enjoy some mead, beer, or wine, or whatever the hell y'all drink, and just move on with our life.
I wish it were that simple.
Okay.
Well, let's
So-
see if anyone else interrupts us as we leave.
Indeed.
Yep, let's go. Time
When,
waits.
when you return to the camp area a few hours later, you do in fact find it mostly abandoned.
Okay.
Sorry. The stinking huts of the kobolds, those are on the bottom level, have all been burned. But the nicer huts up on level 2 and the guard towers still remain. You can determine from the tracks that the cultists trekked away in small groups in all directions, which confuses you. You are expecting them to leave as a caravan.
Oh no.
So somebody wants to make a DC 10 Wisdom Perception check.
19.
Okay.
There
You
it
do
is.
see, though, that most of the camp's wagons and pack animals seem to be moving in a caravan towards the west, which matches what you expected when you know they're going through Baragost up to Baldur's Gate. Still left in the camp, you notice, are some hunters that seem to be the people that have been feeding the camp for all of these weeks. You see a few kobolds coming in and out of where you know to be the dragon nursery. You see the woman in purple herself, a few guards, and as you watch, you also see a very injured but apparently angry Langarosa Cyanrath. Let's go to the pictures. That is the half dragon that y'all tied up and left behind. He is very much
whispered,
not tied
Should have
up
killed
now.
him.
I'm going to make an assumption that one of the eggs have hatched while we're here watching
What makes you say that?
the food.
Hmm.
Oh crap.
Not to mention the fact we only saw 3.
Aye, a little bit of math helped out.
Oh shoot. Aldrin with his 8 intelligence. You're right.
So you do see the hunters fanning out in different directions, and you see hunters returning with antelope and other large game.
We could try to take out some of the hunters to shirk their
Shirk their
ability to gain
food supply.
food. Yes. But
Well, we
I
could
think we
also
should focus on getting the eggs. And not try
What
to
a-
blow our resources.
And
I
if there's a
think on that.
wormling,
There's a wormling? I don't know. I can try to talk to it.
Well, I will tell you this, Aldrin, because you do know quite a bit about dragons, of course,
I do.
being dragonborn and your experience with the dragon wars and worshiping a dragon, yada yada yada. Very newborn dragons are pretty helpless. They're far more helpless than you would expect them to be.
Oh, yeah.
You do not think a very newborn dragon would cause you much of a problem.
I wasn't worried so much about it hurting us, just worried about it trying to hurt us. Because I don't want to hurt it.
or transporting it, you know. A
Yeah.
wiggly baby is a wiggly baby one way or
Oh, it'd
Yeah.
be so cute with its little wings. Sorry. That's Nick talking.
I wish nothing but murder for that creature.
Yeah, Nick thinks it's adorable. Aldrin is indifferent.
So early to mid-afternoon, there seems to be a lull in the few people that are remaining here, and you're able to work your way to the entrance of the cave, as you can see on your Roll20 screens. Just as you remember from before, peeking in through the kind of the covered area, you do remember there were 2 Dragonclaw guards posted there, and they are still there, standing guard inside the entrance.
All right, you want to razzle dazzle them or beat them up?
I don't know. What are you feeling today, Garrick?
I kind of want to bash their heads in and move on.
I mean, it would be the easiest way to do, but that's assuming that these are the only 2 people in here.
I do not believe they're the only 2 people here, but
I mean,
they
let's
are here.
Less noise, the better.
If they're taken out before they can express, then it would be no issue.
Just for fun, I'm gonna roll initiative. Oh, 1. So they're gonna act last.
That's funny.
He up to it. Oh, also I found a picture of what ideally a baby blue dragon looks like. Putting it in chat.
Dude, I thought you were gonna post the baby dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh.
No.
You dragon
Look, he's so chunky.
Yeah, he is.
Sorry. Anyways, beating people up. Yeah. I guess we just walk by, and as we're walking by, just stab them while we're walking past, I guess.
Maybe
Or
if they don't
probably say-
raise us, we let them live.
Sure.
You could probably say what maintenance. Make sure everything's a-okay, the temperature and everything's adequate.
So you are going to do what? You're gonna try to talk to them?
Talk to them, and then if they get a little too suspicious,
Yeah.
You know.
Lead the way,
Well, go
blue
ahead
dragon.
and y'all go ahead and use the roll 20 to put everybody where you're gonna be and who's in the front and all that, and let's
I guess I'm leading.
and let me get initiative rolls from y'all as well.
Oh boy. I wonder what single digit number it will be today.
I got a hot 7.
5.
8.
9.
I'm glad to see it continues. Thank God they rolled them. I approach in my mostly
Hold
blue
on,
self.
Vivian, what were you?
9?
9.
And Squatch
8.
Rannis had an 8. Good,
Wow.
Good God. At least
Good
they
job,
rolled
guys.
It's a good time for them to roll a 1.
Right?
Yeah. Okay, so Vivian, what are you doing? You're first.
Wait, really? Oh, crap.
As soon as they see you walk in, you hear them yell, "The Marauders are back! The Marauders are back! Help! Help!" And they
What?
attack you.
Get
And they attack. Okay.
So you rolled higher, Vivian, so you can go first in the combat.
Welp.
Well, then I guess
This time, boys.
I'll just. I mean, I guess I'm still in the back, so I'll just go ahead and go attacking with the longbow. So here's hoping that this works. And it's an 11 plus 7 to hit, so that's 18.
18 hits. They have armor class of 14, wearing leather armor. How much damage?
Actually, can I even see the guy that's right behind this rock here?
You can. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm attacking that guy specifically. I keep forgetting I have that damn push to talk on. So it's a 1d8 plus 3.
He wasn't
That
hiding in a
is a-
defensive position. He wasn't using the rock for a defensive purpose, like hiding
Okay.
behind it.
Well, that's a 6 to hit. Well, 6 damage total.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Rannis,
by the way,
you're up.
I'm sorry. By the way, back in the keep in Greenest, did I recover my arrows or?
There were arrows to replenish your quiver. Extra arrows. You're back to full arrows.
All right, cool. I'm down to 19 then.
Great. All right, Rannis, you're up.
I'm going to. I'll move up to this guy. I will cast Primal Savagery and dig in my new finger claws.
Oh,
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
that smells so fucking cool.
Right?
That is a 14.
That's a hit.
Shpoink.
And 1 for 4 points of poison damage.
Okay. He's down to 6.
And that's it.
Cool. Carrick, who's worried about his brother and is distracted by that.
I'm gonna go ahead and just move down and attack the other one while it's against.
Okay. Do it.
Mess him up, mess him up, mess
Do
him
it.
up.
Do it. Good luck.
Here comes a rapier attack.
Armor class 14 with these Dragon Claws leather armor.
Hell
Got
yeah.
him.
Mess him
That's
up,
a hit.
Battlebard. Oh my jeez.
Hey.
Nice!
Good lord.
So 1 hit.
Battle bar.
Yeah, just one hit.
Alright, roll your damage.
Yes.
That'd be 9 damage.
Oh, that was the damage. I thought it was a second attack roll. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
So, oh wait, 9 from 16 is 7. Don't judge me for my math. Alright, Aldrin, you have 2 wounded Dragon Claw guards screaming their heads off. What are you gonna do?
Choices, do I help?
Kill the one that's taking more damage.
I mean, I was gonna help Carrick anyways.
Do it then.
That's my friend. Longsword time, baby. That's 17 to hit.
Wow, y'all did good. Everybody hit.
Heck yeah. That is 8 points slashing damage.
Are you attacking to knock him unconscious or to kill him?
To kill him.
He's dead.
Yay!
The Dragon Claw on Rannis is going
Shoot kill
to
now.
disengage, so you don't get a attack of opportunity, and is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, running and yelling the whole time. Alright, y'all, we're back to Vivian. You have a
Oh,
screaming
boy.
guard running away from you.
Oh boy, I sure as hell hope I can hit him.
Good luck.
That is an 8 plus 7, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 to hit.
You hit. Congratulations.
And that is a 7 plus 3, so 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 damage total.
Okay, so you do an arrow in the back of its skull as it tries to flee, and it dies with the last scream of alert in its throat. Okay. What are y'all
Well,
gonna
I
do?
believe.
Shit, we have to go now. We gotta go and
Yep.
try to fortify ourselves.
Yep, fucking go, go, go. Also be careful about those crazy shrooms that Rogue fell into the other day.
Sure.
I let the rest of the party let him know, like, hey, remember that trap there?
Yes.
Ah, yes.
So y'all are following Aldrin on the map here. I'm watching Aldrin.
Yeah, back to the intersection of those steps. Do those go under or?
The steps go south to the room where y'all killed the 2 barbarians.
That's to the
Yeah.
the larger room. Since we know there's possibly a 4th egg, could I do a perception with dark vision out that way?
Yeah. I'll open that up. Does that help? On your Roll20 screen?
Looks good to me.
Let me find a description of this room to read to you.
So do we deal with the devil we know or try to find the new one?
You clearly see, though, that the roof of this cave is covered with a colony of bats.
Yeah, I think we should just go to where we know.
Let's go get what we need to know.
Familiar territory.
Can't argue
You
with
do
logic.
notice a few dead bats on the floor. Like a few of the... You see a few hundred on the ceiling and a few dead ones on the floor.
Well, they're dead for a reason, so we'll probably go around that.
We're going back to where the eggs are. And I say we fortify ourselves here. Because we only know of one entrance. Right?
Well, should we try to carry them and get out, or
I don't think we have that kind of time.
oh, so you want to take care of what's left of the dragon horde here?
Well, I mean, if we're running out carrying eggs, and then Mr. Half Dragon, who's been alerted, walks up, not exactly in a great spot.
Well, I can
But-
turn two of us invisible.
That's
We
two
can always
eggs.
use the eggs as bartering chips as well.
We could. Threaten them.
Yeah. Okay, sure. Yeah, I'll grab an egg. Let's go.
By Martha Mordoon's beard, let's.
Bahamut, give me strength, and I grab the egg and.
Oh no, I meant stay with the eggs and keep them. When they come to charge us, threaten to break them, not run with the egg.
Oh, you got it. I will stand by the egg and have my sword out then. Like I have it by the pommel, and I just have the pommel over the egg.
Okay, so when y'all moved into the room this far, something new occurred. A tentacle
Uh-oh.
reached into your backpack and grabbed a ration food out and stuck it in its shadowy corners that you hadn't noticed before in the room.
What stole it? Oh!
A roper.
Ooh.
Roll initiative. Or I'll keep your initiative rolls. No, I won't. That's not fair. Roll initiative.
Hey,
I only rolled a 7.
21.
Wow! I rolled
Unnatural
a 5
20.
again.
14.
So the roper has a 7.
Oh wow.
And I'm going to say y'all were surprised because of the fact that it's supposed to be that way. And for its turn first,
Understandable.
y'all only get reactions. Rannis, you are covered up with tentacles, and the tentacles also take a sack of food you had and pull it back to it, but does not otherwise attack you.
Should we just throw our food at it? Hope it goes away.
All right. who's
So it
first?
grabbed me and pulled me, or
No,
it just
it
grabbed
grabbed
me out?
you, but it was like a slick, slimy, awful feeling of these tentacles covering you up, and then all that it pulled away from you as it let go of you was your bag of food. But
Cool.
you have no other food. It took all of your food.
Oh wow.
I'm not worried about that.
So, do we outright attack it, or do we just give it food?
Does it seem particularly hostile?
It seems particularly hungry.
Hey, we can feed it or fight it. Up to you guys.
I mean, I got some rations. I can give it half of it.
Maybe
That doesn't strike me as the guy to take half the rations.
But he doesn't know I have full rations.
I don't know. Maybe.
Or
it's
should I
the
just give him
smells
all
of
my
it.
rations and go hungry?
Yes, because we're not going to share with you.
Ah, definitely.
We got you, dude. Don't worry. Hey, or we could just fight it.
Do you want to fight that thing?
I mean, Aldrin doesn't know what it is. Just looks like a rock with some tentacles.
Are we in turn or what?
I'm waiting on y'all to. Oh, we're not in turn on the turn order. Sorry.
Oh. Did I get my food completely stolen too?
You did.
Oh, okay.
Carrick and Rannis have had their food stolen. No,
Throw
Carrick, you're loaded down with food. It stole some rations from you, but it It didn't realize you had that much. So
Well, I'm gonna take what I had and heave it towards the stairs. So
Oh,
anybody
lead it
coming?
that way.
it doesn't really move. It's just
That
its
is-
tentacles reach out for food. It
That's
appears
enough.
hungry, yeah. But the eggs are in the room, and once you feed it, it does not harass you further. It just is looking for food.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go doggo form just in case.
Okay. Inspecting the eggs, they seem to be slightly quivering occasionally.
Oh no.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
Any day now, or any moment now. Who knows?
You don't know
Yeah.
if dragon eggs have Braxton Hicks contractions or not, but they are definitely, you can, as you put hands on them, you can definitely feel an occasional quiver, like a little earthquake inside the egg.
Shit.
They are, again, 3 feet tall and they weigh 150 pounds. So what is your plan for moving them anyway? They're pretty large.
Safely? We have no idea, actually.
And since you chose to feed the roper, it's leaving you alone.
Okay.
Good job on avoiding that fight.
Well, I don't know. Maybe we can carry. I have no idea what to.
I am completely lost on the idea on what to do.
Well, is there a form that the druid can polymorph into that would help?
Well, that's what I'm looking at, is the size of a dire wolf. 9 feet long, weighs 800 pounds, about the size of a horse.
And there's no like a tarp or some rags or something like long and big enough so we can like put the eggs on top of and carry it and drag it. So
Yes,
it
I
doesn't
can
like
definitely
stretch out
drag
and break on the floor.
at least one, if not two of them, if we can jerry rig something up like
yeah,
that.
there are still a few small wagons outside in the main camp area. You could bring one of the smaller wagons you saw into the caves, and you would have to carry them that far to load the wagon. You didn't see a horse particularly, but there are horses in the area. Also, the hunters were using horses, so there is a way you could put some stuff together here to transport, but not right now at your fingertips, if that makes sense.
I could probably remove my cape and use it as like a thing to help drag it across or something.
At the top edge of the room, where
Oh,
y'all
no.
came in through the stairs, if you look back on the Roll20 screen, yep, you see the first of the guards coming in, and as you can see on Roll20, there's a contingent of bad guys behind them.
Oh boy.
I will shout out to them. Stop where you are. Move any closer, and the eggs are cracked.
The guards
Not
look
in the way, like,
confused, like they're not sure what to do, and a figure comes in from behind and comes
No, you
up
don't.
to the edge. The woman in purple looks down the ledge at you, staring with the iciest look of hate you can remember seeing on a human's face.
Fascinating.
Nice.
Well, these are
Well,
4 disgusting murder hobos.
Yeah. All right.
I think it's time for you to die.
Well, feelings mutual.
Then consider these baby blue dragons as dead as you want us to be.
Baby dragons? You talk to me about baby dragons?
I point to the egg.
What do I care about baby dragons? But then you hear from the back, no! And then Landarosa Siren Wrath runs up beside her here on the D20 screen, pushes her slightly and says, do not kill my brothers! She smacks and kind of pushes him back. Remember your place! Remember your place!
You gonna let him
No.
talk down to you like that?
And all I can just say to describe is what happens next is a trite phrase, all hell breaks loose. And we'll find out what happens next week on the next episodes of Guardians of the Realm Season 1.
Oh no!
Already.
What an
Oh, man.
amazingly fun 2 hours. Thank you all for your efforts, and I hope that everybody streaming and watching the stream enjoyed it, and I hope that people watching the video in the future, as y'all get caught up, as this becomes your new addiction. Again, I'll be at Dragon Con this weekend. I'll be at the Writing Conference Thursday, Friday. I'll be Dungeon Mastering the Adventure League Tier 2 game Friday night. I'll be Dungeon Mastering Sunday morning and playing Saturday and Sunday too. So please look for me at Dragon Con if you're going to be there. Buy shirts. These are awesome. I love them. You would love them too. And check out all of the different links and things we have below. Anything, guys, you want to add on our way out?
No, I think I'm good.
God, I had a lot of
Hopefully
fun.
we-
Did y'all enjoy that? Wasn't that a blast?
Oh
yeah,
lots of
fun. Hell yeah, man!
I mean, I really hope that we're striving to show the audience exactly how fun and intriguing and deep storytelling it can be playing Dungeons and Dragons, especially Adventure League. So next week we'll find out what happens when all hell breaks loose in the Dragon Hatchery.
See y'all next time.
Mhm.